Welcome back, everybody. Well, summer's last gasp. I think we are right on the verge now of summer putting on its last little bit of here. September has arrived. You see apricot trees and peach trees and fig trees and a whole bunch of other different things. Well, all starting to sort of change a little color and dropping leaves and stuff. I'm turning it around here and take a look at the tree canopy. Everything's kind of turning a different shade of green now, lighter color. This is where we had the hummingbird feeder thing, getting that all cleaned up. And it's my understanding that the birds have all began their migration, and I can tell by the amount of food they're eating. So if you're used to watching Bird Bath Wednesday, this is where it's done. Okay. Alright, let's walk around here. Pear tree did a right decent job. Alright, there is the weather flow tempest weather system. No moving parts. It'll detect lightning out about 28 miles. Alright, good bit of tree work coming up in the next few weeks. Been processing spoon blanks and everything, but this is about what's left of the garden. We still got some tomatoes coming through, cucumbers, peppers, but they're starting to slow down. There's an apple tree here. This strawberry patch here, it's starting to get ready to produce like it's a little fall crop here. Usually not quite as prolific as the early summer, late spring crop, but nonetheless, we'll get some berries. Orange tree. Kiwi plant. Really poofing up good now. Of course, it's done producing for the year, so next year ought to be a pretty good year. Alright, the blackberry bushes did good this year, really good. Getting them all pruned up and everything. Got a bunch of trimming up to do in here. The little cherry tomatoes are still cranking out. Good ton of them. One little pepper plant still doing its thing. This little guy right here has really cranked off the tomatoes this year. These are little the trumpet plants. They get about 6 feet high, and those produce those little yellow trumpet looking things. There's a couple of them here. Of course, come cold weather, you got to trim them down, cut them back down. All right, get ready to do a little work up in here around the little dwarf mini Alberta things, and we'll plant a few more in here like this in the in-between spaces. Another month or so from now, all this will be it's starting to really come down. Be piles and piles and piles of leaves. But in the meantime, it's still pretty to look at. Everything. But anyway, this is the September garden tour, and it has been a fun year. It's been hot, really super humid, and looking forward to next year. All right, everybody, have a great day.